I spoke to my chairman of ophthalmology at Stanford, asked him, what's the story on lutein? He said, for moderate to severe macular degeneration, there seems to be a positive effect there. For people that have mild or early forms of macular degeneration, the data aren't there yet. And I said, but is it reasonable to consider taking it as a preventative? And he was like, yeah, I think that's a reasonable thing.
Whatever has happened with me over the last year or so, my vision has stopped deteriorating.
That's great.
Yeah.
I have another theory,
Okay.
which is you're living in Texas now. No joke. And because this isn't a joke, because you're living in Texas, you're actually getting longer vista views. You're looking at things at a distance more often. I'm guessing. I don't know your home environment or your lifestyle terribly much, but at all really. But we know that long distance viewing and getting outside into sunlight can offset macular degeneration and myopia, nearsightedness. There's a huge, meaning thousands of subjects, study that was done in the US, also overseas, so they're multiple site clinical trial, showing that if children get outside for 2 hours a day, even if they're on their phones, I hate to say it, but even if they're on their phones and they're reading and doing their thing, they don't develop nearsightedness. And just being outside in natural light seems to help offset vision loss. And so looking at things in the distance, getting natural light, actually blue light is good for us in this sense during the daytime, improves eye health. It reduces myopia, nearsightedness, and can offset the progression of age-related macular degeneration. Now, people shouldn't be blasting themselves with bright light because that can cause other issues. But as long as the light isn't painful to look at, you're in safe territory.
So if someone is experiencing the beginning of macular degeneration, do you recommend going somewhere where we could see long distances and just concentrate on just how often should you do something like that?
For every 30 minutes of looking at a screen or a phone, you should look off into the distance for about 5 minutes.
You know, it's interesting that you're saying this because one of the things that I've found that relaxes me more than anything is Epsom salts. You know, I'm a big proponent of the isolation tank, and the sensory deprivation tank is all filled with magnesium. It's all filled with Epsom salts.
And it can go transdermal.
Yeah.
So that's a really unusual situation where if you get, and there are some magnesium creams and things like that.
But you're not going to get it in the kind of volume that you get it when you lie in it like that. And when you're doing that, what magnesium is that?
So that's usually a magnesium biglycinate, which is another one of these forms of magnesium that can get transported into the brain really easily. And most people actually are magnesium deficient. I think that most people would do well by increasing their magnesium intake.
I supplement, but I think I supplement with citrate.
Yeah, so citrate has its value. Malate, again, is good for muscle soreness. But 3 and 8, what you want to take is about 300 to 400 milligrams.